9595. Details on example rate at selectquote.com.
Summer congestion creating town.
The letter T.org, the letter T, the number 2, the letter T.org for the Tunnel to Towers Foundation.
If you're driving a car or truck with an expired warranty and suddenly lost your transmission or needed a full engine repair, would a $4,000 repair bill leave you stranded? I'm Danica Patrick. Don't get caught off guard with a vehicle breakdown. Choose
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Check it for Louis.
If you own a Hards, don't load it on. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-297-2908.
For your free quote, call 800-686-6688.
Great. That's great compelling matchup for TV audience as well. All right, so a big second hit for Embiid finishes with 19 overall. LeBron gets a triple-double. Steph Curry gets 36 points, and they were down double digits in the fourth quarter. So think what they needed. Those three guys are playing at the same level. Plus Durant, like you mentioned, going 4 for 8 off the bench and hitting that dagger shot from the top of the key window. That was a thing. It'll be interesting to see how France were to do if they're in a similar situation. Late in the game when you need stops, Serbia just couldn't get the stop. The U.S. was just too good. You know, you're running Steph Curry off screen. You got LeBron who can overpower everyone on the basket and be in a position to score. That's what an ending. What a great ending. Good job on the U.S. Yeah, 2 strong men. Steph Curry had a lot of open looks, and he knocked them out like he usually does. All right, we'll look more on this game when we get back to Mad Dog Unleashed. Frank I sold and Danny Canal right here on Mad Dog Sports Radio.
Nathan Wood, first of all, it sounds sorry. Is that data fair?
.com got $3,000.
With our bank credit,
Hotloans.com is different. They're one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with any type of credit get up to $5,000.
I'm sure there's a lot of paperwork.
Nope, my brother said it was fast and easy. He did it right from his phone.
If you have a regular source of income, you can be approved for a loan of up to $5,000 in minutes, and your cash can hit your bank account as soon as the next day.
As Debbie, now a tropical depression makes its way north along the eastern seaboard, meteorologist Robbie Berg of the National Hurricane Center says flooding could occur in several states.
So a lot of heavy rainfall expected, and there is potential for some considerable flooding across portions of the Carolinas and Virginia as we head into Friday.
Interstate 95 in North Carolina was shut down after water covered the freeway. The storm also spawned an apparent tornado early Thursday that damaged at least 4 houses, a church, and a school in Wilson County, North Carolina, east of Raleigh. The storm has now killed 7 people, including 1 in North Carolina. Tainted deli meat has led to another death.
The 3rd person has died, this time in Virginia, in
What?
a listeria food poisoning outbreak tied to boar's head
What?
deli meats. The other deaths were in New Jersey and Illinois. The CDC says 40
I just bought some.
have gotten sick. Boar's head recalled 7 million pounds
Yeah, I can
of deli
talk.
meats more than a week ago, expanding an initial recall.
Yeah, I can
It
talk.
includes more than 7
What made you think I can't talk?
in Jarrett, Virginia, including liverwurst, ham, beef salami.
Because I wasn't talking? You thought I could not talk?
Lawsuits over the outbreak, one in Missouri, the other in New York.
That's crazy.
ABC says both Donald Trump and Kamala Harris have agreed to a debate.
Let's see. I don't like that train of thought. Can you say the bottle thing? Oh, I shut my bottle down your throat? Put your hands on my mama. You're not gonna do shit. I ain't worried about you pulling up. Pulling up, that's the last of my worries, man. You thought they stopped making guns when they made yours? That's what you think? think they stopped making guns when they made yours? You think you're the only one with a gun in this world? I deal with guns every day. Tough. Oh shit, I feel that storm coming. Let me see something. Oh shit, they got games too. See about this ride. Man, this shit's kind of rough. I passed not for no 800. You'd have said like 200-300. I would have got that shit. 800. It's too much. Alright, shit. Let me beat this fucking storm back to my crib. Yo, what up, man? Don't come in here talking anything crazy, B. Let me see something. Take my phone out the case. I know. I'll let you slide. What's good though? How your day going? How everybody doing? Trying to beat this damn hurricane. I had to come out and grab some shit from Costco's. When I was looking at this damn lawnmower I drove by, I thought I was gonna get it for a good price since I was driving through the hood, but this motherfucker bugging. $800 for that shit. That shit ain't worth 80. I want to get home. I want to play some Call of Duty and shit, and finish off. Damn, it was no cars coming. Now all of a sudden, every car in their mother here where I can't get out of the damn parking lot. I mean, we are a republic. We said to the republic for which you stand, one nation under God. What, Call of Duty? I play on PlayStation, but I play the old one. I play Cold War. And I only really play Nukem Town. That's like the only board I play. I play on PlayStation 5. But I'll probably be playing The Walking Dead tonight. season 2, episode I think I'm up to episode 3. You knew what's up. I feel like I seen you in here before though. Yeah, you see how them trees are swinging? The hurricane is passing through to the west. So, I'm on my way home. I mean, yesterday it was raining a lot. Today it was raining off and on. I take my son to the doctor and shit. Everybody must have got up for work just now because I see there's traffic over here. Usually no traffic. That's why I came this way. I'm in Virginia, but I'm from New York. I'm in Newport News, Virginia right now. I don't live in Newport News, but I be everywhere. Never know, I might pop up there, you know. It's a nice backyard. There used to be all projects down here a couple of years ago when I used to work over in the shipyard. They knocked all that down, built up this area. Even not too long ago when I came, I'm surprised they ain't built up this other side of the street. That shit been empty forever. But I know they really demolished this whole area. This where Allen Iverson is from. That neighborhood right where he used to live, you know, that shit, like I said, they got knocked down. The Transformers. Oh. Alright, let me get by. I was gonna back up, but you won, big boy. I ain't gonna win against a damn tractor trailer. Get the hell out the way. I went past your house. You telling the truth? You live under the bridge? Depot, but I'll do that shit another day, at another time. Should be good on food for a month for this motherfucker. Should last. Through the tunnel. Oh shit. Do a face reveal. Y'all don't know how I look. I'll do a face reveal if I get 10 likes. There's 75 people in here. Let me get 10 likes. Got 6. Need 9 more. What tunnel is that? The MMBT. It's Blank Blank Bridge Tunnel. I'm still on the bridge part.
Before you go out to a vote, you do something. He had 14 million votes. She had no votes. She got no votes. And I think she's crashing. I think when people find out, and I think people are starting to find out what a bad job she did, what a bad job she did on the border. She's trying to say she had nothing to do with the border. She had everything. She was appointed to head the border. And then they said, borders are, oh, she loved that name, but she never went there. She went to a location once along the border, but that was a location that you would love to go and have dinner with your husband or whoever. That was a location that was not part of the problem. That was not really going to the border side. But essentially, she never went to the border. And if you listen to Tom Holman, if you listen to the great border people, Brendan Judd from the Border Patrol, if you listen to Paul, I mean, so many different people. I speak to them all the time. And I think when I was president, we had the best border in the history of our country.
Get me
now
up
we have
to
the worst
15.
border in the history of the world. Millions of people coming in, and our country cannot sustain it. Our country is going down because of this, because of incompetent people. So I just look forward to these debates. I think it's very important that we have them. I hope she agrees to them September 4th, September 10th, September 25th. And I think they'll be very revealing. I think they'll be very revealing. Do you have any questions, Louis? I haven't recalibrated strategy. It's the same policies. Open borders, weak on crime. I think she's worse than Biden because he got forced into the position. She was there long before. She destroyed San Francisco. She destroyed California as the AG. But as the DA, she destroyed San Francisco. A friend of mine, Bob Tisch, he's, you know, the Tisch family. He was in many cities with companies. He said the greatest city in the country is San Francisco.
I'm probably gonna get the market right now.
And he passed away a while ago, and he would be looking down and saying, what happened? He thought it was the best city in the country. He had divisions there with those. And he would be looking down in horror now when he sees she destroyed no cash bail, weak on crime. She's terrible. And yet they weaponized the system against me. Yeah, please. How about you? Well, I don't know. I know Josh Shapiro. He's a terrible guy, and he's not very popular with anybody. I think that this election maybe is better than Josh Shapiro would have been. But I think other than Josh Shapiro, I think she had some good choices. But Josh Shapiro is not one of them. He's caused a lot of damage with a lot of people. And I don't think he would have been better. I think he would have been maybe the equivalent, maybe not as good, but they had some people that they were looking at that were good, far superior to her. They actually had a story where they had everybody including, they had like 10 people that she was looking at and her, and they said she was the worst of all. In other words, she was the worst of the 10 people and her. I don't know how that's going to work out. We would like to do 3 debates. We think we should do 3 debates. We think Fox and ABC. And we also have CBS is going to do the vice presidential debate. So CBS will do vice presidential. And I have to tell you, J.D. Vance has really stepped up. He's doing a fantastic job. Oh, give me a break. Listen. New Jersey. You didn't report it. I'm so glad you asked. What did you have yesterday? 2,000 people? If I ever had 2,000 people, you'd say my campaign is finished. It's so dishonest, the press. And here's a great example. I had in Michigan recently 25,000 people, and 25,000 people we just couldn't get them in. We had in Harrisburg 25,000 people, and 20,000 people couldn't get in. We had so many, nobody ever mentions that. Where she gets 1,500 people, and I saw it yesterday on ABC, where they said, oh, the crowd was so big. I have 10 times, 20 times, 30 times the crowd size. And no, they never say the crowd was big. That's why I'm always saying, turn around the camera.
Like a totally different thing. I was like, oh, I had no idea. That's good. And then that's almost like
Well, that's interesting, yeah.
turn that up.
Well, you know, the other thing is,
Absolutely. So I want to comment on the lawyer. He kind of had a tough time getting you just getting right down to tactics to answer your question. I am a truck owner, so I'm in the tree business, so I'm out here all the time. And I think what's going on, the reason these people want to vote for him is because we grew up in a church that was run by, it was a cult. My mom and dad dragged us in there. And we grew up in this particular place. It was run by an older white guy, and we grew up around mostly white people. So I didn't realize the conditioning that happened until I left that church in my 20s. Now, I've been gone for 30 years. But I still fight some of this stuff because the paradigm that we grew up with. But these are my air quotes. These are good white people, most of them middle class, this, that, and the other. And the attitude I see today is the exact same attitude I grew up with. These guys, they're very nice, very nice people. But, and I'm not talking about the fringe group, I'm talking about the actual middle of the road. They're nice folks. But the problem is, and I've talked to them out here on the road, I don't talk to them because I don't want to get into a passionate argument because that's what's going to happen. And by the way, I love you, Clay Kane, all you guys, because you guys keep me educated. I get to listen to you guys all day and learn things I wouldn't learn because I'm on the road a lot. What's happening is they really do believe that Trump can turn the country back to where everybody, not just migrants, migrants could be synonymous for any of us. They want people under them. They want to get the, whatever that is, the good stuff first, and everybody gets the crumbs last, and they think Trump can do that. During the inauguration, Joe Biden gave a phenomenal speech. He gave several speeches that same day, but he gave a speech, and my ex-wife was sitting there, and we both jumped up and almost were in tears to hear Joe Biden say, hey, if a group of people get something, that does not mean that we're taking something from other groups. We've got to get over that. And I was hurt that I can't believe he just said that. And he hit it right on the head. A lot of them feel that if other groups, and you mentioned Black Wall Street, if other groups get something, that they're losing something. So they're trying to reestablish their dominance. And a lot of them, like I said, these are, I'm using the air quotes again, the good people.
Scored Serbia 29-3. Sam, will we do the math?
You're the whole decade right back. You pay for it.
Oh, yeah, you find the spares?
Brought us up. Get back to business. What's going on?
Josh out. Is Josh?
A crisis, Clover Auto Protection's announcing low-cost monthly payments for vehicle protection plans to save drivers out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. And open.
Hi, Harry. Hi, Randy. How are you guys?
hi, Kelly. Hi, Miss Kelly.
Heard the camera, man. I said, what kind of bullshit is that? No, she didn't. But you know what? You over here filming my freaking shit. Like, I ain't fucking you in here.
Get no votes, lose in the primary system. In other words, you have.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage argument coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
I figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax, they know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. I happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-725-9935. 800-725-9935. 800-725-9935. Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Depression can devastate the lives of patients and their loved ones. 1/3 of patients in treatment will not get adequate relief with medications and therapy. But there's hope. NeuroStar TMS therapy at Greenbrook is an effective treatment that's FDA cleared, non-drug, non-invasive, and is covered by most insurance. And if you're currently engaged in care, it can fit with your existing treatment. Depression can be a...
Save big time at MyPillow.com, Sean Hannity Square. All right, when we come back, more of Donald Trump's press conference at Mar-a-Lago from earlier today as we continue our coverage.
748. This is the Michelangelo Signorelli Show.
You know, we reject our... Donald Trump, see, that's your problem. He's not crazy.
Take a right. Nice and warm out here. I'm fucking hungry. It's actually pretty nice out here. Senior chief, that's a lot to be putting on your goddamn car. Bumblebees. You must be retired. Over the shoe. And buckets will be... Ah. I need the lid. Where's the lead? There go the lead. So in love with you, whatever you wanna do is all with you. Okay, I want to see the lights. Get that joint from my garage. Let's stay together. Loving you forever. Ever. Good or bad or happy or sad. Love, let's stay together. Loving you forever. Ever good.
2022, where
Sophie.
she started touting her Indian heritage, and I think it was in solidarity with all the Asian hate crimes. So what's this, she's just standing up to help people, and she's not saying, oh, I'm Indian, oh, now I'm conveniently black. That's horseshit. You know what I mean?
Right. She is drawing upon both heritages at different points when she sees people affected or people are affected.
What's up, Eli?
Trump was simply trying to create a controversy, to change the media cycle, to talk about that, to have her responding to that, to get into several day back and forth, bait her and
about the challenges they overcame to become an all-time great.
It is a hard game, and mentally it's hard.
And the Anthony Edwards of the world have kind of been relegated to lesser roles in favor of these older stars. When I say stars, I'm probably underselling it. These older players who have been some of the best players in the history of the sport. Let's face it, LeBron is a top 3 player in the history of the sport. Curry's probably a top 15, and Durant's probably a top 20. I mean, some of the best players in history here. You built this thing around at older years. It appears to be working out great. So this is not a criticism. It's just a question of, is it good for the long-term future of the program that you built it around these old guys that are not going to return again?
I don't really think it matters, Gus. I really don't, because of the depth in USA, the NBA, players we have, NBA players. My biggest concern is going forward, we better figure out in the USA how to develop big men again to play in today's NBA. That's the problem, because the fact that we had to go beg Joel Embiid to come play for us tells you everything, that we don't have another center in the NBA that's USA born, that Grant Hill and Steve Kerr and anybody on that coaching staff or anybody who's involved with USA basketball felt comfortable enough to go. Now think about it, with all of LeBron and KD and Steph Curry and all Anthony Edwards, and I can go on and on, Tatum, all these great players, but yet we couldn't find a 6'11", 7-footer American-born player that we felt comfortable enough to go to the Olympics with. So we had to go get a guy who had previously committed to play for France.
Yeah.
And we talked him into playing for us. That's Joel Embiid. So to me, Kelly, the thing that I'm concerned about,
Joel Embiid is French.
Basketball, is that we're not developing big guys. Not big guys to play in today's NBA.
What games y'all want to see me play? Put it in the chat. Y'all into that?
If you put that back to the basket and throw them the ball, they can't scratch their ass. And so what do we do? I mean,
XM app. Tired of hearing scary ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to
team of producers, and they write things in the teleprompter. Even though I think Rachel Scott held it down eventually. What were you most concerned about coming in? You know, what were you most concerned about in terms of the questioning? You know, what was it?
Well, you know, obviously, I had taken in the little bit of time we had, I tried to craft really good questions with the editor-in-chief, Ben Smith, as well as with Benji Solomon, our bureau chief. I think I did not anticipate what happening because, like I said, I talked to him in June, asked him about race, and he was not like that. I thought I was a little uneasy with the format and how we were going to ask questions. I have not listened to it, and to hear me and Harris kind of going back and forth, trying to get his attention is extremely distracting and crazy. But I think I was concerned about the format, who would go first, how it would, you know, if we would be, we're all reporters, right? Like if we would be respectful of each other, you know, waiting for each other to go ask the question, and how he would ramble and then cut into the other person's time, because that's what politicians do. So those were kind of my concerns, the logistics about the hour that we were allocated and how many questions I would get in.
So you said you didn't expect him, because one-on-one, this was now, he's in front of a crowd. What was shocking to you? Because you're sitting there. The very first question, he's Rachel Scott, you know, and he's calling her nasty. What was your reaction to you?
I think I told CNN, I just kind of sank in my seat because, of course, I'm thinking about the goods, right? What I came here to ask, what I came to get him on the record, what I couldn't, or what he kind of shirked at my last interview, I wanted to ask him things about black culture, immunity for police officers, stuff like that. And I just thought 4 minutes into it that it's a wrap. It's not going to happen. We were able to turn it around, you know, trying to lower the temperature on the stage, but that was kind of my first reaction, oh man, I'm not going to be able, you know what I thought initially? I'm not going to be able to write the story I need to write. This is not going to be newsworthy. This is going to be a bunch of him yelling at us. So I wanted to write some concrete stories about, this is what the presidential candidate said, because, you know, those stories like that will last the duration of the campaign. So you always want to be constantly citing time and time again because he broke news with you.
Let's talk about your journey to Sip4, which it's not a household name, but it's backed by people who have been in places, you know, from the New York Times to
I don't care if it's just me. How you talk to me and the tone, you better pick how you wish you were. As my woman, I am your man, and I'm not going to call you out your name. The day I call you out your name is the day I lost respect for you. The woman that I have right now, I can't even imagine nothing she could do for me to call her out her name. Once I got to that point, I made the relationship over. It's over. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap. Yeah. So I use that same premise and stand it for her.
Right.
I see so many men
putting up with shit.
I mean, putting up with shit, and I be like, there's no motherfucking way she could help. And I wouldn't even say nothing back to her. I immediately click into, it's time to get rid of you. Emotional. You understand?
But then you, I know you would get with a commercial, but women would say that, and then when you act that way, they'll go, or if one will call you weak, or say you've been hurt before, so you can't handle this. It's like, nah, it ain't about that. It's like, I'm not putting up with this shit.
Well, you can call it what the fuck you want. This is standing fucking with me.
Right.
You don't get to make those calls. You see what I'm saying? See, I'm not here to be up to your standards.
Right.
You understand? I am who I am, so that's supposed to be your standards. So you ain't the woman for me. All right, let's take a commercial. We up out of here.
You're listening to
Back pocket, back me up. I like that.
Overblown profiles, constant swiping. You never really know what you're getting or who you're talking to. Seriously, dating shouldn't be this hard.
My family, people with accents, people who spoke English as a second language, people who struggled to be accepted in new neighborhoods and in new workplaces, had something of the immigrant experience, even though they were never out of status legally as far as their citizenship was concerned. When we arrive in a neighborhood, certainly in the 60s and 70s in the Northeast, it was like an immigrant experience. So I grew up with a lot of kids whose parents didn't speak English, were born somewhere else in the world, had to try to get over. And then, as an adult and as a reporter, I heard people telling babies fables that made them feel better about themselves and their family's history that I knew weren't quite true, about how quickly adults in previous generations learned English, about how quickly they shed the customs and folkways of the places they came from and became fully American. I knew that part of that was sort of self-backpacking, and I knew that it was a chance to retell that story and also rehumanize the immigrants themselves, because in the way that we've been talking about them in the American debate, the family fight on immigration, they have moved from being people to being things, and it's a tragedy.
That's why I think it's so important to have the stories and the people speaking the chapters that talk about the topics and the experience.
Born, we will put the baby aside and we will decide with the mother what we're going to do. In other words, whether or not we're going to kill the baby. The Minnesota gentleman, this guy agrees with that. He is the most liberal. Look, between her and him, there's never been anything like this. There's never been a combination. So I'll use the word progressive. You know, they want to go progressive. They don't like the word liberal. I like liberal better. I think it's more appropriate because nobody knows what progressive means. But they now like to use the word progressive. But there's certainly never been anybody so liberal like these two, or even close. I think the abortion issue has been taken down many notches. I don't think it's a big factor anymore, really. And when people hear what I said in the debate, and I think I said it very well during the debate, we brought it back to the states. Everybody wanted it in the states. And very importantly, and you think about this, assuming you have exceptions. If you don't have exceptions, it's a more difficult thing. At the same time, there are people that strongly feel that way, and you have to follow your heart, and you should follow your heart. But that issue is very much subdued. Yeah, thank you.
Would you consider granting clemency for a pardon?
I don't think it's appropriate for me to talk about it. I think it's a tragic story. You want to know the truth. And I felt that with Hillary Clinton, too. You know, with Hillary Clinton, I could have done things to her that would have made your head spin. I thought it was a very bad thing. Take the wife of a president of the United States and put her in jail. And then I see the way they treat me. That's the way it goes. But I was very protective of her. Nobody would understand that, but I was. I think my people understand it. They used to say, lock her up, and I'd say, just relax, please. We won the election. I think it would be I think it would have been horrible for our country and we had her between the hammering searching of all of the files. And don't forget, she got a subpoena from the United States Congress. And then, after getting the subpoena, she destroyed everything that she was supposed to get. I thought it was so bad to take her and put her in jail, the wife of a president of the United States, and then when it's my turn, nobody thinks that way. I thought it was a very terrible thing, and she did a lot of very bad things. I'll tell you what, she was pretty evil.
On me.
What message? I like this guy.
What message do you have to Americans, sir, who are struggling to pay for everyday life, such as groceries, rent?
The polls have suggested.
Alright, I'm home. About to carry these groceries in. Call it a wrap. Till next time, peace.
50, 60, 70% more for food than they did just a couple of years ago. Look at what's happened to